We all love wine tastings, don't we? Such tastings become even more special when hosted by winemakers themselves, like this tasting with Moulin de Gassac wines from Languedoc, France, hosted by the co-owner and winemaker Basile Guibert. Two of their wines, a Chardonnay and a Pinot Noir, were up for tasting at this event. The Captain's Cellar at the Taj Mahal Hotel, New Delhi, was a perfect destination for the soiree with all its positive energy. As I walked around, I could see guests enjoying their wines around engaging conversations, and there Basil was, seemingly regaling the guests with stories around his wines. Halfway through the evening, Nikhil Agarwal, co-owner of Angel Share, the importers of these wines in India, introduced the session followed by a welcome note by Hotel Taj. Now, listen to the interesting story of these wines straight from the horse's mouth. Who else but Basile Guibert?
To talk about what you're drinking, but don't expect me to say it smells like a petal of rose on the Mount Fuji. Now, this is up to you to make your mind. Don't let anyone tell you you should or you should not like. And I'm happy if someone don't like my wine tonight. It's not Coca-Cola. 50 years ago, you are in the south of France and you close your eyes and you can hear the cicadas. You smell the lavender, the green oak. And my mother just there, 20 years old, fell in love with my father, 40 years old. And they find this house and say, wow, we love this place. It's wild. There is small vine, some olive trees. It's a very, very old farm that exists since maybe 2,000 years. But the family is selling. They don't have kids. They need to sell the place. Organic, no pesticides, no chemical. They buy the place, fall in love. And my father, he said, oh, we're going to make wheats and lavender fields. And my mother said, no, you're stupid, darling. Here is Languedoc. Languedoc is wine. Oh, but darling, Languedoc wine is so bad. I love Latour. I love Lafite. So here I will plant Cabernet Sauvignon. And that was the first crime, not legal, but the first moral crime we made, because 50 years ago, you were not allowed to take Cabernet Sauvignon out of Bordeaux. 72, we plant some very old roots of pure Cabernet Sauvignon coming from leading chateaux of Bordeaux. 72 to 78, we have no clue about winemaking. I was not born, but telling the story as if I was born. 72, 78, they have two godfathers that would look at the climate. And he come and he said, with this soil, you can make a first growth. And my parents party all night. We have hit the jackpot. And the next day, Henri-Ange Albert, very worldwide famous geologist, said, yes, but it will take you 200 years of hard work. Ah, okay. 50 years after, we are here. So the hard work is ongoing, And second thing he said, you have a microclimate here. You want to be the best chef in the world, you need quality food. You need quality vegetables. It's been not unripe or not overripe. The same goes with grapes. You want to have top complexity in this. You need a balanced weather, microclimates. 50 years after, all the top wineries are around us. Second godfather. He's a not head winemaker, but he's consultant winemaker at Chateaubriand, Sassicaia. And my parents send him letter, please, sir, we love what you're writing in your winemaking book. Could you advise us? And he looked at our letters with very interesting question from my father, but said, those guys have no track records. They don't come from the wine world. They are planting Cabernet Sauvignon in the Languedoc. Who are those guys? And it took, I think, 4 or 5 years to get the hand of this man. And this man say, okay, at some point, you are very annoying, 20 letters in 4 years. Maybe you should come to Bordeaux. And we meet. My mom, and I think you told me that, huh? You jump in a plane, you go to Bordeaux, and it was a magnificent trip. And after coming to Bordeaux, the relationship was born. My parents make the first vintage in 78. 70 in 80 is bottle, in 82 first article. Could this wine be Chateau Lafite of the Languedoc? And until today, you go in 3-star Michelin around the world, you can drink the 78 Mas de Daumas Gassac. And there is no other Languedoc wine in our region that can say the same thing. And then in the 90s, we created Second Estate, You're Drinking Tonight. And that's, that with Nikhil, and I'm so... There is a funny story. I was meant to come to India. My mom coming to India since 97. The first importation we got in India was in 2007, directly in the Imperial. But we were too in advance with such a complex wine. You cannot put us in the Languedoc box. Our style is finesse and elegance. And I was meant to travel for the last chance with the former importer we had. In 2017, I arrived at Changi Airport, and the lady said, "Oh, do you have your visa?" I said, "What visa?" So I went back to bed, and I could not do my first visit in India in 2017. And I think the gods were being nice with me at this time. Because then I met Angel Cher, I met Nikhil, and people love the wine. But thank you for your attention. Thanks to the Taj for welcoming this event and sharing the love.